What's good, y'all? It's Toby Osboom backwards. Um, Here to give some information. Information's a little bit old, but UFC 151 has been canceled. If you didn't already know, it was supposed to be Jon Jones versus Dan Henderson for the light heavyweight strap. One of my most anticipated fights so far this year because Dan Henderson is my favorite fighter, so that sucks that he got injured. But there's always alternative fight for everything except this one. Evidently, Dana White was trying to rummage up another opponent for Jon Jones so they could still, have the title fight next Saturday. Not this one, but the next one that's coming up. And they talked to Lyoto Machida. Lyoto turned down the fight. I can understand why. He was flying somewhere. He was in the middle of some shit, and I don't think he could have made it or something. I don't know exactly what it is. He couldn't have made it. So they asked Chael Sonnen, and Chael Sonnen's like, "Fuck it, let's do it tonight. I'm ready. If he says yes, I'll be on an airplane, a jet. I'll fly to Vegas tonight. We can do it tomorrow. I don't give a shit. I'm ready. Let's do this." So that's just how Chael Sonnen is. Chael Sonnen is badass. I like him. It's whatever. I know why people don't like him, but I like the guy. I like his attitude. I watch wrestling. He's like a fucking professional wrestler cutting promos, just like Josh Barnett, except he fucking just puts Josh Barnett on his back, metaphorically speaking, when doing promos. So that's awesome, dude. Chael is the shit. Chael's a fucking beast. But anyways, Jon Jones, Dana White's like, "Hey, I got a fight for you, Chael Sonnen, 8 days. What are you saying, man? An 185-pounder that's out of shape? You want to fight him at 205 for the belt?" And Jon Jones said no. Jon Jones said no because his coach, fucking pussy-ass Greg Jackson's like, "If you take this fight, it'll be the worst thing you've ever done in your career, blah, blah, blah." Man, bull fucking shit, dude. Tell me, how does Chael Sonnen have any advantage over Jones? Any advantage at all over Jones? He's lighter. He's weaker. He's less cardio. He's out of shape. Jones has been training for 3 months. Chael has been sparring with Hendo. Hasn't been training hardly at all, probably. I mean, he stays in shape, but not fight shape. There's a difference between staying in shape and getting ready for a fucking fight. He ain't been getting ready for a fucking fight. Jones has. What else? His striking's worse than Jones. His wrestling isn't as solid as Jones. Well, to an extent, because Jones is Greco-Roman, and that, in my honest opinion, is better for MMA than what Chael is into. I don't think Chael does Greco-Roman. I think he does freestyle. Anyways, in any event, Jones is bigger. Wrestling goes by weight, so Jones would tear his ass up. Anywhere the fight went, Jones would tear his ass up. The only way that Chael could beat Jones is if it was a fucking talking competition, a talking shit competition. Then Chael would be the fucking pound for pound greatest shit talker, fighter / whatever in the world. But that's not the case. So why the fuck did he say no? Because he's a bitch. Jones is a fucking straight up pussy. He's a fucking wimp. He's a fucking wimp, dude. There's going to be times in your life. Me and Jones are the same age. We are the exact same age. We've been on this earth the exact same amount of time. I think he's maybe like a couple months older than I am. Just a couple. No, I'm older than he is, just by a couple months. And there's going to be times in your life when you're going to have to do stuff that you don't want to do. You just got to do it because it's what's right. You can't always do shit that you want to do. You have to do it for other people. Does he not realize that all those guys on the undercard probably have kids that are about to go back to school? They need shoes. They need clothes. They need lunch money. They need, maybe some of them need books, and some of them need pencils, and, they got to pay the bills. They got cell phone bills, car payment, insurance, house bills. They got maybe child support they got to pay. Does he not realize that all these fighters on this card aren't fucking fighting? None of them. None of them are fucking fighting at all. It's bullshit. They have bills to pay. Dana's not going to fucking open up his wallet and throw everyone $500 and say, well, here you go. Hopefully this will last. He ain't going to give him shit. And another thing, it's Dana White's fault, too, for making such a fucking weak-ass card with a huge main event. Nothing. There's no card structure at all. There's no fucking balance whatsoever to this card. Main event, undercard. Main event, nothing else at all. Nothing. Nothing. The only other person on this card that I give a flying fuck about is fucking Jake Ellenberger. And that's it. I don't give a fuck about any of these guys, and that is his fucking fault. You knew this shit was going to happen sooner or later. You fucking knew it. You knew somebody was going to get hurt, and you were hoping and praying to God that it wasn't either Jones or Hendo. You wouldn't give a fuck about any of the other guys at all. It's bullshit. That's fucking very unprofessional by a fucking multi-million-dollar bastard Don King fucking cocksucker. It's bullshit. I'm more pissed off at Jones for not taking the fight. You've got to realize, we know y'all, you got the fucking Nike contract. Yeah, you're making the big bucks. But these other guys aren't. They work from fight to fight, paycheck to paycheck, basically. And I know exactly what these guys are going through. I'm in the same boat they are. I'm not a fighter, but I am a worker. And I am a father, and so are they. It sucks. It's so fucking disheartening when your kids need something and you can't fucking give it to them. This is the shit that some of these guys are going through right now because of him. Be a fucking company man and get your shit together. You're gonna hear a lot more boos now than before. Just remember that shit. Just fucking remember that shit. But anyways, I digress. Jon Jones versus Vitor Belfort, UFC 152, maybe 151. It should be called 151 since there was no 151. Or no, they're going to do a 151, and then the next one, 152, is, I'm not exactly sure, but, I mean, they can't skip a number. I mean, they just can't do it. They can't skip a number. Anyways, Vitor Belfort, I can't talk today, I just got off work. Vitor Belfort versus Jon Jones. Jones wins. He takes him down, and he chokes him out. And that's it. He'll try to use his range. He'll find out that Vitor is super fucking fast and he's wanting to get in the inside. Jones will figure it out after about 4 minutes, and he will grab Vitor, throw him down, trip him, and he will choke him out. It might go into the second round. He might not be able to get the choke on quick enough, and it might go into the second round. But after the first round, going into the second, it'll be over. Submission. Jones wins. Retains his strap, and everybody fucking hates him. So that's all I gotta say, guys. Props to Chael Sonnen for stepping up. Props to Chris Weidman for stepping up. Lyoto Machida, I can understand why you didn't take that fight, but Jon Jones, fuck you. I've never liked you. This just makes the reason that I don't like you that much greater. Just keep adding shit on. You got a fucking DUI. I drink, but I don't fucking drink and drive. I'm not a dumbass, and obviously you are, and obviously you're a self-centered fucking cocky prick, and I don't like you. Fuck you. Goodbye.